He went from collecting welfare checks in Ireland to becoming the biggest superstar in UFC history. He made millions, changed combat sports forever, and turned himself into a global icon. But today, many fans think the empire is collapsing. This is the rise and fall of Conor McGregor. Before the fame, before the private jets, Conor McGregor was just a plumber's apprentice from Dublin, Ireland. He hated the job. Every morning felt the same. Wake up, work, repeat. But Conor believed he was meant for something bigger. So, while most people doubted him, he trained obsessively in mixed martial arts. At one point, he was reportedly collecting welfare payments while chasing his dream of becoming a fighter. To almost everyone else, it looked insane. But Conor had something different. Absolute belief in himself. And soon, the world would notice. The moment Conor entered the UFC, everything changed. He didn't just win fights. He sold them. The trash talk, the confidence, the predictions, the chaos. Nobody had ever seen anything like it. And the craziest part? He kept backing it up. Knockout after knockout. His hype became reality. Then came 2015. 13 seconds. That's all it took for McGregor to knock out Jose Aldo and become featherweight champion. In one moment, Conor McGregor became a global superstar. Soon after, he made history again by becoming the first UFC fighter to hold 2 belts at the same time. At his peak, he wasn't just an athlete, he was the UFC. Then Conor did something nobody thought possible. He crossed over into boxing to fight Floyd Mayweather Jr. Critics called it ridiculous. Fans called it genius. And financially, it changed everything. The fight generated hundreds of millions of dollars and turned McGregor into one of the richest athletes on earth. Suddenly, Conor wasn't just fighting anymore. He was building a brand. Whiskey companies, fashion, endorsements, private jets. The underdog from Dublin had become larger than the UFC itself. But success can change people, and for many fans, this is where the downfall began. The more famous McGregor became, the less active he fought. Losses started piling up. Controversies outside the cage grew louder. And critics began asking the same question: was Conor still hungry? Then came the feud with Khabib Nurmagomedov. What started as promotion became deeply personal. The fight became one of the biggest events in UFC history. But after losing to Khabib, something felt different. The aura was fading. Fans who once saw Conor as unstoppable now saw flashes of frustration, anger, even desperation. Then came injuries. A brutal leg break against Dustin Poirier left questions about whether McGregor would ever return to the top. And outside the octagon, the controversies never stopped following him. For the first time in his career, people weren't talking about Conor because of victories. They were talking about everything else. But here's the thing about Conor McGregor. Even now, people can't stop watching him. Because love him or hate him, he changed combat sports forever. He proved fighters could become global superstars. He helped transform the UFC into mainstream entertainment, and he mastered attention better than almost anyone in sports history. But maybe Conor McGregor's story is also a warning about fame, about ego, about what happens when success comes faster than anyone can handle. The kid from Dublin achieved everything he dreamed of. The question is, did it cost him the very thing that made him great in the first place?